everyone.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to our live again. Yeah, and today we have our chit chat session. For the everyone who is tuning for the first time, let me introduce myself. My name is Jen, and I'm from Singapore. And with me today is Delphine.
Hi,
Yeah,
I'm Delphi.
yes. And for myself, I'm actually a working mom with two teenagers. And for Delphine, you
Okay,
want
I'm a
to
working mom as well, but with 3 monkeys and 2 bunnies.
okay. Oh yeah, then I must add on, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm a new fur parent. I
Yeah.
just adopted a cat over the weekend. Yeah. So today we are going to talk about finding magic in our life series, episode 3, and we have, of course, our special guest. So let us welcome our special guest today. Hello, welcome. Hi,
Hi,
Sylvia.
welcome Sylvia.
We
Eh?
cannot hear
Oh.
you. Yes.
Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, hi
hello.
Sylvia.
Yeah. So I just do a very brief intro about our special guest. Sylvia is actually a COO of an investment firm and a working mom to three, sorry, wonderful children. Yeah. So maybe you'd like to
Yeah.
share a little bit more about yourself, Sylvia.
Okay, sure. First of all, thanks for the invitation. And yes, my name is Sylvia, and I'm working in an investment firm as a COO, and I have 3 kids, 3 schooling kids. So about yeah, teenagers now, and also a digital business owner.
Okay, great, great. So, today our topic is talking about magic money in our lives. As this is a very um, important
Mm.
important part of our life, right? But I think
Yeah.
many people, since young, we have all been given different type of concepts, and we all have different value, different concept about money. Yeah, so maybe you'd like to share with us about this part.
Okay, okay, yeah, I mean, Jennifer, you're right. Like since young, I have been my background, right? Like we have been because only my dad was working, and then but then they have 4 kids, right? So life has been hard when I was young. So so we will, we I don't remember I have any toys before. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't remember I grew up with Barbie dolls or stuff like that. So we just yeah, so we just like play things that like we play catching or role play and stuff like this, that that is that doesn't that doesn't cost any money. So I grew up in that kind of environment that money is very tight, money is very precious, and it kind of like you know so it's like it becomes a lifestyle habit. Like even now when my kids request for certain thing, I don't know, I mean, for us usually we like okay, we don't have money, let me consider first, that kind of
Even if you even you have money, you still think this.
yeah. So it's that kind of mentality
Mm.
until like until I started this business, right? It really changed my perspective of uh you know money. Now is like now my mindset is changed. Now is like I stop worrying about whether I have money or not, like 10 years later or 20 years later. But instead I focus on what I have now, and I focus on what I can enjoy now and feel appreciate, and have the appreciation of whatever I can have now. So the mindset is different, and it kind of lighten, lighten the burden that I used to have about, like, money is very tight, that kind of thing. Yeah. So now it's like I have the mindset that it's enough for me to do what ever, like, we would like to do, that kind of mindset now. Yeah. So in the end, right, it's really, I feel that it's really, like the magic money kind of thing is really about your mindset and your mentality about the concept of money itself.
So interesting, right? So like now you have a shift in mindset, right? So now if your kids ask you for something, how do you respond to them? I mean, it's like
Then,
also fine line, right? Sometimes like some people may say that yes, they may be able to afford, but they also try not to indulge in their children. So how do
yeah.
you cope with it now since you have that shift in mindset?
So usually I will ask them if this is a necessity or want, and then so we will evaluate from there. If it's necessity, then you need it, then we will just get it. But then if it's a want, then I will try to procrastinate and then to see if they really still have that strong desire of that want, that
Uh,
want or not. Yeah.
True, true. I also use
Yeah.
this method actually, whether it's a want or it's a need. Yeah, because
Yeah.
if it's a want and it's not a need, then it becomes an additional thing that sits there. And eventually
Mm.
they don't actually appreciate it as well.
Yes. Yes.
So it's a
Yeah.
wrong mindset really become. So
Yeah.
actually
So
this
we
method
don't.
works very well.
Yeah, so we also don't want to overindulge
Yeah.
in them,
yes.
right? To, I
Yeah.
mean, of course, the way of my brought up, the way my parents brought me up is different. Like money is very tight, like we have always have the concept that we may not have enough, but we also don't want our kids to have the other extreme, to think
Yeah.
that
Money comes easy,
yes, and don't
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Because they are not the one that is working for it. So they might
Yes.
not know the importance, the value of the actual value of it. Then they
Mm,
will just spend it anyhow lah.
yeah.
Whether it's a needs or it's a want, then it becomes it is out of control in a way, Yeah, so which is
Yeah.
actually very good. It's a good way. Okay, I will do that as well now to myself.
And then because I started reading some self-development book after I started this business, right? So one of the books recommend this game. The name is called the Prosperity Game. So I don't know if you all heard of it before.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
uh
Yeah.
I heard of it.
you heard of
I've
it?
not heard.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you practice it, Delphine? Do you practice?
I did for a day, then
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't think of what to buy the next day. Because I wasn't
Okay.
the type of person who just buy anything I
Yeah,
come out
see?
and think. Yeah.
Yes.
So it is I really value everything that I buy, because I also don't want to create rubbish at home. Decluttering is another issue. Yeah. So I always think, okay, I want to buy or not. I will think whether do I need it or not? Do I have the similar thing or something that is similar that can replace, or I will go into that
Yeah.
direction, and it's
Okay.
a long journey
Okay.
to think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then
So
as I
I
play,
had
okay,
hard
maybe
time.
I explain. Yeah, maybe I'll
Yeah.
explain the
Yeah.
how does this game is being played. So it's called the prosperity game, and every day you imagine that you have amount of money that you can spend on. So day one you start with $1,000, then day two you have 2,000, and day three you have 3,000, and so on. So every day you will sit down and imagine that you have this amount of money. Like day one you have 1,000, so you sit there and think how you want to spend this 1,000. So I have the same problem with Delphine initially when I started this game. It's like I don't know what to buy. It's like suddenly like 1,000 is not really a lot, but then it's also not a small sum. So it's like I sit down there for quite some time to think how to spend the money. And then but then as it goes now, right, I start to enjoying this game. I started doing this for a few months already. So now the amount that I need to spend is like 70 over 1,000.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know
Same reaction.
in one day, and you need to spend this 70 over thousand in one day. So you get, it's so, at first I find it very stressful to think of what to spend, right? So in the end, right, I started enjoying by like spending to buy things to as present for my family, for my mom, for my sister-in-laws. Then I start to like park some of money for donation, because I would like to give back to the society, right? So then I start to think of what charity, what are the organization that I want to donate to, and then I start to enjoy, this game, and then think of how much to invest or park my money on what fund I would like to invest in and stuff like this. And then it becomes like, as because 70,000, right? So now it's like I start to think like, if even an LV bag of few thousand is like too cheap already.
Must get
Yeah,
Hermes,
so
lady, Hermes.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. I must go and read up. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it
Good.
kind of lighten. It really, make you feel that money is not really that that I don't know how to express, but then because it's like you have so much money to spend in a day, right? So
It is not so
the
less.
value
Yeah.
the value of money becomes smaller, very small to you. Yeah.
Mm.
So, but I mean, to me, it's like every book I read, I try to do the practice that they recommend, right? But, uh, and then I will, if the practices make me feel happy about this, so I will just continue to do this exercise. That so I've been doing it for months, because I start to enjoy like really like, then bring whole family for holidays, like
Vacation,
I
yeah.
pay for the whole trip. Yeah, like I pay for the whole trip, $50,000 is nothing, that kind of feeling that I make myself happy.
Wow, good, good.
Yeah.
That's a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I'll
you
look at
can,
it again.
Mm.
yeah.
So good,
Yeah.
I
good.
was
I will
So
go
this
like
is,
and
me too. Don't know what to buy. I was like, oh, okay, so stressful. Spending money also stressful.
yeah.
yeah. But this is I mean, I find it a good, a kind of game that make you change your perspective of money also.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Jennifer, for your side, yeah. How about you?
Okay. For me, okay. Since young, right, I always have the impression that money. Okay. In order for us to have money, right, you have to study hard. Then you can earn money. Yeah, if you don't study hard, then you cannot earn a lot of money. And since because I'm not like when I was younger, it's not like I'm extremely good at studies. So um, I finished like my tertiary education. That means my polytechnic days. Then I came out to work. That even during that time, I when I was still studying, I actually worked part time because for me it's like I thought I really need to work hard and earn money. So I actually since young I have worked a lot of part time, then to even pay for my own school fees and also to learn driving and all those stuff. So like after I graduated from poly, then it's like my mindset has been okay, must either work very hard to earn more money or find other ways to earn more money. So the impression is always must do sales. Do sales, then can earn a lot of commission. So that's why I have always this mindset, okay, must do sales. So that's how I actually embark on like my corporate life had always been in sales and marketing. Yeah. Then along the way I realized that actually it's not so good money after all because maybe my appetite was bigger, right? Then that's when I begin to always constantly look out for uh, any other platforms that can earn extra money. Yeah, so I always look around for different passive income opportunities. So I will always do different of platforms. Yeah, so even like I think probably 20 years ago when they have like those digital marketing courses, I'm actually one of those that I will go and attend. That I will do like web stuff and all those things. Yeah, but never sustainable because to me is we have to work full time, then those type of businesses is difficult to sustain. Either you have to drain further more time from me, which I really don't have enough, or you have to attend a lot of trainings, a lot of meetings, you have to hold talks, quotas and all those stuff. So to me is it doesn't sustain long term for me. So maybe also for myself is I have been seeing different type of commission schemes in my life because I'm a sales and marketing person, right? So I've seen different structures and plus the other platforms that I've seen. So I've seen different type of platforms, which doesn't really like work or excite me anymore because I'm like, it's just another one. So maybe that's where I got a chance to find out about these digital business opportunities. When I came to know about the potential to earn, I'm like, wow, serious? Then it's like jaw drop, too good to be true. Yeah. But anyway, when I really came into the business, then realized that actually it's true. It's actually legit and it's real people, real money. And that's where then I begin to uh, have a different mindset because I used to think that money comes very hard. Well, you must really slog. I used to think you must really slog for money, but after embarking on this business, it's not just about monetary rewards. I also begin to read up a lot of motivational books, self development books. So I realized that hey, it's not like that. So now my mindset has changed. I used to think that, not enough money. Always sign right, not enough money. Then every day you wake up, it's I got bills and I got this and then. So for now, I change a different mindset. In fact, now I am very grateful for all the bills I have, all the monies I have. So maybe I felt when you're being grateful, right, things will naturally come your way. And one day I just have this thought like, actually money is just like air. We never thought about uh, one day there will be a lack of air. No, right? We always assume that our breath will always be there. It will always continue, right? Unless it's our own human organ system that cannot take in. That's the difference. But air is always so abundant. It's always there. Then one day I thought, actually money is also like that one because it's all
Yeah.
natural resources, right?
Yes.
So and then I felt that I don't when I stopped thinking that it's so difficult to earn money, when I think that actually money is always there. It's just that how to get it. Yeah. So the more I feel that um, it is not so difficult, that the more I feel it will come naturally to us one way or the other. And I never, people who know me is I never a firm believer of miracle. I'm only a firm believer of passive income. But after that, I believe really got miracle. But I think the miracle word is sometimes being used in a fanciful manner where people think, wow, is. But actually, miracle is not so difficult to achieve at all. Yeah, it's just sometimes our mindset, then how we perceive, how we um, I believe in sending out our positive energy out. Then you get. It's always people may say that if you have positive energy, when you radiate positive energy, and what you get is also positive, right? So it's the same thing. Yeah, and I really there was one day when I really experienced it. Out of nowhere, I just get a call and say that I got X dollar, and it's legit one. I mean, it's like
Wow.
I'm like, huh, wow, like that so and it happened 2 times in one day. I mean, it's not a
Wow.
lot of money, like few thousands of, but it's like a few $100s each. I'm like, wow, I'm so grateful. I really don't know how this money come from, but it just came. So that's why I feel that when I change my mindset that money is like air. It is always abundant, it's always there. It's only how we want to receive it.
Yeah.
So that's where when I change my mindset, then that I feel things are moving in a different way. Yeah. So that's my that's why my perception now is very different. Yeah.
Then Silver, you will have your 70K soon.
Yeah. Hey, Sylvia, so keep on adding. So when I
Yeah.
talk about that, I'm so excited. Although I don't play, I have not heard about that game. Like,
Uh-huh.
but I will sometimes imagine, like, okay, now I have actually I ever done this lah. If now I have 30,000, how I spend my 30,000. So I actually start from $500. Then I progress to 1,000, 3,000, 5,000. After I jump to 30,000. So I am very clear if now I receive 30,000, how I will split the money, how I spend. And so it's in a book that I have. Okay, if I got this, then I'll do this.
Wow.
So and the thing is, it comes through, then I will, okay, this one I done, so I'll take this one when it happened, I will take then date. Yeah. So
Wow.
you think this, so I'm very excited when I heard about this game. So
You can increase already, increase your amount like Sylvia like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. How about Delphine? How about you?
My side, okay, I actually done a lot of way. I have done a lot of ways to actually increase the savings and the money that I have. Like, I actually use money to grow money lah. I learned this actually from my husband. He's a businessman lah, so he knows how things goes lah. So I invested. We invested in like fixed D. I think that's quite standard. Fixed D, and we also do. I think a good thing apart from savings. I think for Singaporean, for those living in Singapore and working in Singapore, and for Singaporean or Singapore PR, I think we are pretty lucky. We have the government scheme. We got CPF. Yeah, CPF interest is pretty high actually compared to fixed D or any other savings. So that's actually a good way to actually put money in there to actually let it grow the interest, because that is for our retirement already. So this is one part that I'm doing. So you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we found out lah. That I think, what's the interest rate? I think it's 2.5 or
4%.
4%.
Special account is 4%.
Ordinary, I think it's
The ordinary 2.5. 2.4.
Yeah, if you compare to a fixed D
Fixed D.
nowadays or a savings, it's so much lesser.
Pathetic.
Yeah, so correct. It's pathetic. So you put it in the bank. It's like, of course, I
Yes.
don't put everything in CPF lah. Time and again, I will contribute it in. At least it takes that 4% and grow till the day where if I retire, I think the amount is quite substantial. Rather than I put it in the bank or having a fixed D. Yeah, but of course I do set aside fixed D as well. We do have some arrangement for fixed D as well. That's for just in case if there's some emergency we need, then we can withdraw it out. Then we also do some property investment. So I think property investment is quite common and it's up and coming actually for the past few years really. So we look at new properties, to invest in. Then before they build actually. So after they build, just nice to sell it off, you earn that. Earn that amount. We actually learned this when we initially bought our first HDB house. So Singaporeans is very lucky lah, I would say again. We can buy first-hand HDB at very low price. But 5 years later when you sell, actually the amount is quite, the returns you get is very huge. So we did our first time, we bought a new one, and after 5 years we sell. So we got that amount, we actually downgraded from a 5 executive, we downgrade to a 3.5 in a more matured HDB area, but the amount is like half. So we have that increase, you see. So we use that to actually do other investment as well. So that's how I will consider it as my magic money, because I use money to grow money. Yeah. But of course, it's not big money lah, but little by little it accumulates to, eventually it could be a big sum lah. But, nowadays property are quite, I think the prices are quite high. So not very, I'm not that till there yet, millionaire where I can buy a new property again and again, a multiple one. Well, I'm not long. So have to do one, then sell it, then do another one. So not that sustainable because you have to hang on to it for a few years. So
Yeah.
other than workings, we can't get much as well, savings. We can't really save much actually. Yeah. So doing a side hustle actually is another option for me. So other than whatever that I have, invested and things like that, I have plans for my, my to grow my funds lah. So that's why I started on this side hustle actually, which I see the potential lah actually in growing to probably have silver at 70,000 eventually.
Yeah.
I think you probably have more. Yeah, we need to
Yeah,
yeah,
correct. I think I will definitely get more.
Yeah.
So we are
So
all
that-
silver 70. I start at 30 first, okay? Then silver reach 100, then I go 70. So eventually, I think we will be there. It's just a matter of time, I would think. Just like any other investment, you will get your return, but just you have to really believe in it and be grateful for the money that we actually have that we can make full use of. Lor. Mm.
Yeah.
So that's the portion of my side, lah, my little investment advice.
Yeah, that's interesting because people may feel that, Delphine, you already have like a portfolio of investment. Then why do you even want to do a side hustle, right? So
Yeah, nobody will matter. Money is more.
yeah. So I'm sure, like you say, it's always good to have more reserve, right? And then, like you say, that is really more for emergency.
Different passive income lah, from different
You need different sources, different
source lah.
streams.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
But again, not everyone may have the luxury to have a good portfolio or the enough money
Yeah.
to do some sort of investment. Yeah, but
That's why
maybe
must
if you
start
have a-
early lor. Don't
Yeah,
procrastinate for too long.
so maybe if you do a side hustle that allows you to earn a decent passive income, then you can then also channel it to
Yeah.
to do
Correct.
some sort of investment portfolio,
Yeah,
right?
you use the earnings to actually get, properties and invest and let the money roll money lah. Because by
Right.
working hard and working, I don't think that's the only way lah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for sharing.
Thanks,
Delphine.
Sylvia, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
For those who are, thanks for coming on board of this session, our sharing session, Magic Money, and thanks Sylvia for this. For those who are interested to know about how we actually leverage on this digital business entrepreneur to grow our passive fund, okay, or do it as a side hustle, you can register at for a complimentary webinar at our website www.jenshi.com or www.delphinesia.com or www.sylviasl.com.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's very mouthful, but you can just refer over here, and we actually have our live webinar every Wednesday and Friday at 8 a.m. So if you can't watch live, we also have a replay link that will be sent to your personal mailbox. Yeah. So with
Few of
that,
us will catch up again when
Thank you so
Jennifer, you reach your 30K, Sylvia, you reach your 70K, and I will reach my 30K. We will come back again.
yes. Yeah, so with that, we thank you everyone who are
Yes.
tuning in. Thank you everybody who are watching this. We
Thank
will
you.
see you next week. Now, next week we have another episode of Finding Magic in Our Lives. Then we will see you then. Thank you,
See
everyone.
you. Thanks, Sylvia. Bye.
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 Thank you.